The next day, Jesse storms into Walt's classroom all pissed off, calling him out for snatching the meth stash. Walt fires back, laying into Jesse for being all messed up during the biggest deal of their lives and making him miss Holly's birth. Jesse demands his $480,000 cut, but Walt refuses, saying he'll just splurge on dope and wake up dead within a week. Jesse swears he's clean, but Walt ain't buying it. He hands Jesse a glass beaker and challenges him to a urine test. Jesse, caught red-handed, loses it and hurls the beaker at the chalkboard, shattering it, and then leaves the classroom.
Jesse is awfully indignant for someone who
Helps cook half of the meth?
just missed the best, almost ruined, almost squandered the deal of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Almost lost himself. This is $500,000 that he wouldn't have.
If it wasn't for Walter right now?
If it wasn't for Walter busting into the room and grabbing the meth stash, whether he told him about it or not, bro. Jesse, you dropped the ball, dude.
Jesse did drop the ball. That is his money. Give that man his money.
I feel like
What business is it of Walter's what Jesse does with his half of the money?
Bro, it's not like there's no deal, there's no arrangement that Jesse is getting out the business. Like I understand there can be other stipulations that Walter could have came up with in order to be like, do this and then I'll release your funds. But like
I'm saying there should be no stipulation.
Bro,
why is he sunning Jesse right now? What do you care?
It's not about sunning him.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Because in any business, like there's money withholding like is a thing. There are situations where you can have money and it won't be released to you until you hit like some stipulations. It can be legal, it can be like as per your contract, whatever the case may be. Like Walter has the money. He also has a reason to believe that Jesse's going to kill himself with it. And he still needs Jesse as a partner. So for him to be able to, for him to say, clean yourself up to a point to where we can continue to do business, like you're not in any position to be able to make this decision for yourself.
That shit has
he's being his guard. His like
nothing to do with Jesse. Jesse does not give a fuck if Walt might still need him as a partner. Give me my $500,000.
But at this point, what do you think Jesse would have done with that money?
Whatever it is, it's not Walt's business.
Even if Jesse goes and kills himself?
Yes.
What, bro?
Yes.
Yo, like if I have a business partner that I care about, and Walt cares about Jesse, minimally, but he cares. He cares enough that at the end of this episode, he's like torn up over what he just let happen.
Yeah, but I think that's guilt over what happened, not...
So when... At the end of the season, when he puts him in rehab, he doesn't care about Jesse. He puts him in rehab. He uses his own money to do that. Come on, man. He cares about Jesse. And literally,
it's like
if you had anything like a friend and you had their money and was like, all right, if I give him this money or her, she's probably going to kill themselves. So I'm going to keep it until they clean themselves up. Bro, that's like a moral decision. That's a principled decision.
This is Walter White we're talking about, though. Like,
but it's season 2 Walt. It's season 2 Walt. He's not Heisenberg yet.
Yes, he is. He picks and chooses when he wants to take the high road and shit. Like, there is absolutely no
up
reason.
To this point, he's never killed anyone that wasn't self-defense.
Jesse could have killed himself on meth at any moment.
And Walter would have felt responsible for it if he had given, like, knowing that if I give you this money, you're going to kill yourself. If I give you this money and you kill yourself, I'm going to feel really fucking guilty about that. I'm going to feel like it was my fault.
But I don't think that's why Walter doesn't give him his money.
Yes, I do. I think it's all because he thinks that he's going to kill himself with it. Even when he brings him the money to the door, like, before... Jane closes the door on him, he's like talking to Jesse like, yo, you're not thinking straight. You're not thinking about this right.
That's just one manipulator trying to get over on him after another manipulator.
I can yield on that and not go down that road anymore. But I honestly do believe that Walt is being honest here and he thinks that Jesse's going to kill himself, because when he was just doing meth, it was like, all right, you know.
I think it's shitty that he probably should have forced him to take a drug test, because you know good and goddamn well this man's not...
That was the point.
Even if he's not doing heroin. So that's just moving the goalpost, though, because even if the man wasn't doing heroin, let's say he missed that phone call for a different reason, is Walter still going to make him take a drug test? no matter heroin or not, Jesse's not going to pass a drug test. He's not. He smokes weed and meth.
But he doesn't want him to do a drug test. He's calling Jesse's bluff because Jesse straight up lies and goes,
I'm clean,
I'm
man.
clean, man. Yeah, I'm clean right now.
No, you're not.
So that's just him calling his bluff. He knows that. But using meth, like, wouldn't have ruined the deal, wouldn't have spoiled the deal. Like, we talked about it while we were watching it. If he was on meth instead of heroin, that deal still would have happened. Walt would have called him. He would have been, like, tweaking on meth, but he wouldn't have missed the call. He doesn't deserve this attitude that he's copping right now. Throwing the fucking beaker at Walt. And...
Walt insulted him. Walt deserved that. I love that part because Walt says some grimy shit to Jesse and Jesse throws it and then he looks at Walt like, he looks at Jesse like, what is wrong with you?
What did you do that for?
He looks at him like he didn't just call his girlfriend a junkie whore. I'm like,
he didn't say whore. He just called her a junkie.
Hey, whatever. Take this glass jar, bro.
And that's what she is. It's like Spooge and the skank.
I know skank, skank, skank ass skank, skank ass skank, skank ass skank.
He calls her a skank. She's like, don't call me a skank, and he's like, you're a skank.
Whatever, man. Insults is insults. Somebody called your girlfriend the N-word. She's a
That's not the... Okay.
Yes, it is. Slurs are slurs. Don't call people junkies to their faces.
Hey, man, you better watch who you're talking to. I'll throw this beaker right at your face.
Yeah. Why arm somebody and then insult them?
Walt, of course, did not feel like he was arming Jesse.
He should have.
But Walt underestimates Jesse all the time. All the time.
Yes. And Walt stays talking mad shit to Jesse and then being shocked when he catches repercussions for it.
Man, I can't get around to your side on this argument. I feel like me and Jesse would also have not come to any type of rational conclusion. I mean, putting myself in the same position if it were you and I had money that I knew, I won't do it.
It's hard. I'm just arguing Jesse's point. Yeah, there's nothing that someone could say to me that would make me be like, all right, man, just hold on to this $500,000 for me. Fuck you. That wasn't the deal.
There's a parallel to this in Superfly. We just watched Superfly, y'all. And we'll talk about that more in that video. But right now, I want to talk about fucking Saul's deal that he has going on with Walt and Jesse.
How do you mean?
20%?
Yeah.
Saul is robbing them, bro.
Who else they gonna get to do it for him? Robbing them how? He's the only one. He's got a monopoly.
I guess they just have to take whatever offer that he gives them. 20%?
Yeah.
Every million that y'all make, he gets 200 bands out of it?
He's taking a risk, too. He could go to prison, too. He does go to prison. Of the three of them, Saul's the only one who goes to prison.
Damn. You're right.
He's taking a risk, too. Arguably larger than either of them.
But he is getting dough.
Hey, they're still making more money. Saul's earning that. They couldn't do this without Saul.
You're right. He was the plug. He's the one who got them to Gus in the first place.
Yeah.
Dang. I guess you're right. Saul would have talked me into that deal too.
Yeah.
Who was he gonna go to, Walt?
Yo, man, I'm Skinny Pete.
Skinny Pete?
It's like when someone comes to you and asks for help and they have no one else that they can go to.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. You can ask for whatever you want. Yeah, I can help you, but
at least he's being somewhat fair.
Yeah, you gotta ask for 50.
Yeah, I mean when he first says it in the scene, when because Jesse's like, all right, 1.2 million, so I get like 600 grand then. That's dope. And Walt's like,
Saul's cut is 20%.
I heard that and I was like, Saul's cut. Saul 20%. That's a lot of money he got out of that. Almost 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, Saul's sitting kind of in a pretty position there.
Earned it.